And with Genesis, I kind of have a few, but one of the ways we reflect God is through our work. And so, what are some of the thoughts that come to mind as you observe God's work in Genesis 1 and 2? And what it says, right? Good. And he separated the light from the darkness, and he called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate the water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault the sky. And it was evening, and it was day. And God said, let water under the sky be gathered so that to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and trees of the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds. And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in accordance to their word. And God saw that it was good. And there in the evening, there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be light in the vault of the sky to separate the day from night. Let them serve as the signs of marked sacred times and days and years. And let them be the lights of the vault of the sky to give them light in the earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, the lesser light to govern the night. And he also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky and gave them light on the earth to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the water teem with creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea with every living thing which the water teems, and the moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase of the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to its kind, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kind, the livestock according to their kind, and all creatures that move along the ground according to their kind. And God saw it was good. Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky, over the livestock and the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said, be fruitful, increase the number, fill the earth, subdue it, rule over it, the fish and the sea and the birds of the sky, and over every living creature on the ground. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, every tree that has fruit with seed in it, for food, and to all the beasts of the earth, and the birds of the sky, and all the creatures that move about the ground, everything that has breath of life in it, I gave every green plant for food. And it was so. God saw that he had made, and it was good. And there was evening and morning, the sixth day. So if we think about what he did in those first 6 days, everything he did was good. So when we go to work, we need to work good. God's own image. As a Christian, we may not always agree with what we're doing or who we're working for or like all the messages that we're given, but God says it was good. So we have to do the same thing, right? So that should impact us. We want to make sure that we are in God's image, and the work that we do good. So that's all we have for today. We'll go back into it tomorrow, look a little bit more into Genesis chapter 2, and we'll keep going through, and we're going to finish this up when we finish. And this is going to take a long time, I'm pretty sure. But thanks for listening. Have a blessed day. Amen.